Hey guys, welcome back to Laura's Little Luxuries. My name's Laura, and here on my channel I try to share the little bits of luxury I bring into my life even as I live on a budget. And let me tell you, today actually the budget is suffering because it has been a very exciting day in the world of PLG for me personally and for everybody else too, I think. The Breasties collection was launched today at 1 o'clock. It sold out so fast, at least the market totes did. I was able to snag a Calla Lily one. I feel very grateful. I feel really good about the fact that all of the profits from that bag are going to be donated to people who are either living with breast cancer, survivors of breast cancer, people who love and care for folks who have suffered from breast cancer and other gynecologic cancers. And it's just a really great cause that they're supporting. I did notice that there is also the little donation add-on at checkout, so that's something that everybody can take advantage of even if you didn't get a bag from the special pink collection. So really looking forward to receiving that. I'm also expecting a package from PLG today that I've been waiting on since last week. I ordered the new Amelie bag and a couple of other things in that same order, and it's kind of gotten delayed and I haven't gotten it yet. It's currently Wednesday. I ordered that last Wednesday. So hoping that that is there when I get home, but as you can see, I'm in my car right now, and that's because I got the notice like 5 minutes before the Breasties launch. I got a notification that the Twin Cities outlet store is open today. So this is their soft launch, I guess. This is the very first day that they're open. So I'm actually sitting here in a parking space at the Twin Cities outlet mall so that I can go and check out the new store. So I'm gonna head in just a minute. There's a lady just came and got in the car next to me, so I'm feeling awkward that I'm recording right now. But yeah, I'm gonna head inside. I don't know if they're gonna allow any kind of recording in there. I might be able to snap a few pictures. If they let me record, I'll try to, but otherwise I'll just show you guys some photos of what I was able to see, and I'm gonna see if they have anything good in the store. This outlet style store is kind of a new concept for PLG. I think the Gladstone store in Portland used to be an outlet store, but it's no longer classified that way. And if you look on the website, they have like descriptions of the different types of stores. There's like a flagship store, and then there's an outlet, there's a boutique, and then maybe just like a regular store. I don't know. But so this is an outlet. It's supposed to have extra discounted stuff, maybe like older stock, discontinued stock, maybe damaged stock that's going to be at an extra deep discount. So we'll see. I'm excited to go in and find out what they have today. Oh my gosh, that was exhilarating. Do I look haggard? I probably should. I bought so many things. I bought so many things, you guys. The outlet store, I wasn't sure how I was gonna feel about it, but I am now like, I am so happy that the Twin Cities got an outlet store and not like a boutique or just a regular store, because they had so many good deals in there. This is like within the first 6 hours that the store's been open. Okay, sorry if the audio was weird there. I accidentally had you guys plugged into my car, so hopefully it's better now. But yeah, they had so many like unique retired colors. They had all of the styles. I don't think there was any, they didn't have the Amelie, but everything else, they had at least something in that style, including like the Aspen and the August Tote and what else is new? They didn't have any Madisons either. So those were the two things I didn't see, were the Madison and Amelie. But I'm sure that within the next month or so, before the grand opening, they're gonna have all of those styles in stock. The grand opening, by the way, I was told is gonna be November 1st, I think, the very beginning of November, probably whenever it falls on like a Saturday. But so they're gonna be open for like an entire month before the grand opening. And I would say if you are close enough within driving distance of the Twin Cities, and this is something you want to do, you should definitely come. They had so many good things, including, and this is I think the best part of being an outlet store, is that they have an entire section of like soon to be or already retired colors and styles that are deeply discounted. Like everything in that section started at 40% off, and many of those things I got for like 50% off. Including a couple of really good unicorns. So yeah, it's just an amazing deal. I couldn't pass up all the different deals I saw. A couple of the things that I grabbed, I'm gonna gift to people. And then a couple of them, I thought I could live with them for a little bit, see what I like best. Like there were a couple of bags in Dream, and I've been really wanting a Dream bag, but I didn't know which size I wanted. So I'll be able to take them home and kind of look at them and see which one I like better. And then the other one I can just resell for what I paid for it. And somebody else will get a great deal on a discontinued color as well. So that's a win-win-win-win-win-win situation in my book. The employees were so sweet. I talked with, I think, all of them at some point. There were like 6 or 7 employees working today. I got a few of their names. Bella and Aaliyah, I think, was one. And now I've already forgotten all of their names, but they were so sweet. All female employees that I saw today. And they were just very welcoming. And again, it's the very first day that they're open, so I'm sure that they're just overwhelmed with trying to make sure that they are doing all the things that they're supposed to be doing, and like figuring out how the systems work and figuring out what all the inventory is. Not everybody is a PLG super fan like I am and you guys are, so you can imagine that if you were trying to learn all of this just as part of a new retail job, it would be a lot. I know I was a little bit surprised with the first couple of people that I talked to that they had asked if I was looking for anything, and I mentioned a couple of items and they didn't seem to know what those items were, and that's fine. I have been hyper-focused on PLG products for quite a while, and it took me a long time to learn what everything was too. So, yeah, it was just really fun. I don't think I've smiled this much in a long time. Just really, really fun to be in that environment and be around people who also love this stuff. I felt slightly embarrassed with how much I walked out of the store with. I will do a little haul when I get home, so stay tuned for that. I don't think I'm going to show everything because, again, a couple of things are gifts, and I'm going to be seeing the people I'm gifting them to soon. So I'll just keep those a little secret for now, but I will show you guys the things that I'm either hoping to keep or just wasn't sure about and might resell later for what I paid for it. And I will show you the special store-specific Flair, which is not what I thought it was going to be. So yeah, stay tuned and let's get to the unboxing. All right, so I'm home and I'm almost a little embarrassed to show you guys everything that I got, truly, because I have 2 different bags here. I think that the employees thought that I was insane. Like, I don't know if they've ever met anybody who likes Portland leather as much as I appeared to on my shopping trip. So I got several different items. I did spend a pretty penny, but again, I am intending to keep a couple of these things. I'm intending to gift a couple of them. And then I'm probably going to sell a couple of them, or maybe even sell a couple of my other bags in order to like cycle these into my collection and those out. So I'm going to show you what I got. There are a couple things that are being gifted to people. So I just talked to my mom on my way home, and I told her I got her something as part of this haul, and I said I want to share it in my video, but I know you're going to watch the video, so I'm going to be very clear with you when it's time to skip ahead, and I will tell you what time to skip ahead to. Okay, so I'm gonna do that with her, and I'm also gonna do that with a friend. So just bear with me as I try to figure out how to like make that clear in the video. I wanna make room here on my desk so that I can kind of set things down and have space. So, all right, let's just get into the bags. I guess we'll start with the small bag. The first item I picked up that was a discounted item is this large bucket in Red Panda. And you may remember that I have a large bucket in Red Panda. So I grabbed this because I know that I've seen people online looking for this specific bag, and I hadn't been ready to let go of my own. But I thought, well, I know that there's gonna be a purse pal online who wants this, and it was a really good deal. And so I grabbed one so that I could pass it along to another purse pal at a discount. And I was thinking that I had a specific person who I had talked with about this, so I'm gonna go check through my messages and see if there was a specific person who wanted this, and so I can offer it to them for that discounted price. So Red Panda, large bucket, very cute. This also would be a good giftable bag. I feel like this is one that a lot of people would enjoy. It's kind of a neutral, but also kind of a color. It's a really good fall bag. So beautiful, really excited that I found this. Okay, the next item I'm gonna show you is a gift for Trailer Trish. Trailer Trish, if you are watching this video, you're gonna need to skip ahead, okay? And I'm gonna put the timestamp right here of the time that you need to skip ahead to. So I'm gonna do it like several seconds after I've put your stuff away. So skip to this time now, if your name is Trailer Trish. Okay guys, I found a cute bag. Trish needs a gift. She needs a little love right now. So I found a bag that I think is going to be the perfect addition to her collection. It was again on clearance. Like this was part of the discontinued bags with extra special discounts line. So I could not say no to it. It was way too good of a deal. So I got her this small bucket in Wisteria. I feel like I have to whisper in case she's listening. But look at how adorable this is. I still don't have any small buckets for myself, but I'm really happy that I got to see this. I can now totally understand why she's in love with this bag so much. It's so cute, and Wisteria, I think, is a color that she's gonna like a lot. So hopefully I'm right about that. I'm gonna try to send it off to her without her knowing what it is. But I thought this would be a really good addition to her collection. I'm pretty sure she doesn't have a Wisteria bag yet. So really excited to gift this to her. And again, it was such a good price, I couldn't pass it up. Okay, Trish, welcome back. Thank you for skipping ahead. We're gonna continue on with the haul. All right, the last items in the smaller bag are the local Minnesota Flair. So if you have been curious about what those were gonna be, they're here. They are interesting. This is not what any of us were expecting for the Twin Cities Flair. I thought it was gonna be the cherry spoon, which is like a famous sculpture at a sculpture garden here in town. People were mad about that. They did not want the cherry spoon. I wanted it. I thought it would be cute. But what we actually got is this little guy. And he's a gopher. Minnesota is the gopher state because of Minnesota State University. That's their mascot. So we got this little gopher, and nobody in the store was sure if it was a gopher or a beaver. It does say Minnesota Portland leather on the back. That's what it says? Yeah. Minnesota Portland leather. Listen, I'm not from Minnesota, okay? I grew up in Kansas. I went to college in Missouri. I went to seminary in Texas. And then I moved to Minnesota for my job. So I really like it here, and I do identify now as a transplant to Minnesota, but I was not like emotionally attached to what this item was gonna be. So, I mean, to me, the gopher is as good as anything. Like, I think it's cute. I like rodents, so I'm gonna be happy to put this on my bags. I did get several of them because I've got a couple of people that I want to pass these along to. So there's somebody who helped me acquire some Flair a little while back, so I'm gonna offer one to her, and then I'll just gift a couple of them to other people. So yeah, he's cute. I like him. I know that a lot of Minnesotans are upset about him, but I think he's a little cutie pie, and I think if you like rodents, you will like our little Flair. If you are from Minnesota and you were really hoping for a loon or something else that is more evocative of this state for you, I'm sorry that you might be disappointed that we got a gopher. I don't like that it's like college sports adjacent. That's not really my thing, but I'll take it because I do think that he's a cutie. So there we are. Okay, the next bag I was excited about. I think this one I'm gonna keep, but it's gonna allow me to sell a different one that I had been holding on to. So right before they discontinued them, I purchased a chestnut large kangaroo. And I really like this bag. It's super cute. I love the style of it. But this leather is not my very favorite. Like, it's a nice smooth brown leather, but I just would have chosen something else had the options been available. So I've been holding on to it because I really want to have a large kangaroo in my collection. But when I was looking at all the clearance bags, I found something even better in my opinion. So here is a large kangaroo in the color boysenberry. And that's the back of it here on the front. The Portland leather is stamped along the front seam. This is a gorgeous color. I think I'm gonna get more use out of this color. It's just really pretty. It goes with my wardrobe really well. You can see here the little like colored dots mean that it was on sale. So the outlet price was $80.60, and then it was an additional 40% off of that. So you can understand why I had a hard time passing up a lot of these bags. Like, you're not gonna find bags at these prices. So I thought, even if I don't keep them all, I can still sell them at a savings for other people and like come out even, you know? I didn't want to buy the entire store and become a reseller for the entire store, but for the ones that I just wasn't sure if I would feel bad leaving them behind, it was worth it to go ahead and grab them and then figure out down the road what to do with them. So here's my large kangaroo. Super cute. I think I will hold on to this one and then I will let go of my chestnut one, and hopefully someone who likes neutrals will get that one and it'll be a win-win. Yay! Okay, the next bag we're gonna do is my mom's. Mom, if you're watching this, skip to this time right here, okay? Do not stay. Warning. It's time to skip ahead this time. All right. Okay, I got my mom a small circle in Folklore. Plum is the background color. This is gorgeous. I am in love with this one. I kind of wish that I had gotten one for myself too. So pretty. Okay, so it's plum with, I think, dragon bone, and then foxglove and deep water. This is so pretty. Like, I was not prepared to see this in person. I haven't been obsessed with plum, but now I am. It's so rich. I think my mom is gonna love these colors. She bought a Cinnamon Bear medium metro on Treat, and the seller accidentally sent her a plum bucket instead. Like, I think she just swapped them. She was sending both of the bags out to different people and she sent them to the wrong recipients. So my mom got this plum bucket and she was like, I don't think that this is what I ordered. But she was new to PLG, so she didn't know for sure. So she got it worked out and she sent it back and she received her Cinnamon Bear bag, but she did really like plum. So I think she's going to be excited to have this little circle. My mom likes small bags. She doesn't carry a lot with her. So it's just so cute, you guys. I cannot. I'm really excited to go home. I'm going to be home like next weekend. So I'm going to take this along with some other goodies for her, and I just can't wait to see what she thinks about this item. Okay, Mom, welcome back. Thank you for closing your eyes and your ears to that. We're moving along. All right, so the next items, these are ones that I couldn't choose between for myself. So I grabbed both and I thought that I would decide later. Maybe I'll let my partner help me figure out which one looks better. But I got 2 dream circles. These were both on clearance. Again, 40% off, and circles are not expensive to begin with. So I'm trying to remember how all of this was priced. I think that there's like the outlet price, which is already reduced. But then for these ones on clearance, yeah, okay, they were having an inventory issue, and so they had to keep the tags on some of them. So, but like for this one, if it was already only like $70, then it was an additional 40% off of that. So like, how do you pass that up, you know? and both sizes. I just couldn't decide which one I liked better, but I've been wanting a Dream bag. I really love Dream as a color, and they're both chunky and beautiful and delicious and just so cute. So I have to try them both and decide. I don't know, I'm kind of thinking maybe the small is the way I want to go. I have a large circle that I don't really use right now. Actually, I have two. And I like the way that they look, but I just don't ever really grab for them because I feel like they're too big to be just like bare minimum bags, but they're not quite big enough to carry everything that I want. But this small really could just be my keys and my wallet and like my blood sugar meter, and I would be good. Super cute. I thought that maybe the small would look too small on my body. Again, I'm 5'1", size 16, 18, but I actually really like the way that this looks on me. Okay, so here's the small. Let's try the large. I don't know, I mean, the large is cute too. I can't decide. You guys will have to let me know in the comments which one you like better. And do you have both sizes of circles? Which one do you end up carrying more often? They're just both so pretty. I can't keep them both though, so I'm gonna have to make a choice. I don't know, it's hard. It's hard, and they had so many circles in the store. Lots of good colors, lots of the like special patterns. I am so impressed with the stock at the outlet. Okay, so those are my two circles. I have one more bag, I think. Yeah, one more bag. I can't believe I still have more. Okay, this one I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep, but I know somebody is gonna want it if I don't keep it. And I wanted to try it. This is a bucket backpack in Wisteria. This was in the clearance section, you guys. This was 40% off of the outlet price. I think that this ended up costing like $66. Or no, that's not true. Okay, it was 50% off of the retail price because the bags that are like on sale online because they're discontinued colors or going to be discontinued colors, so like the ice cream colors and others that are being phased out, they are already on sale on the website. So in the store, it defaults to that price unless they then give you another discount on top of it. But in this case, Wisteria, if it were on the website, would be 50% off. And so that superseded the 40% off that was in store. So I guess the outlet price was $139, and so 50% off of that made it $70. But like, that's an amazing deal for a bucket backpack in a color that's so hard to find. And I love Wisteria. It's just a beautiful color. It's so soft and pebbly. It's beautiful. I'm not sure that a bucket backpack is going to be the style for me. I tend to not use backpacks, but I just loved it and I needed to try it. It's just so pretty. Here's the straps on the back. So cute. And I guess this is like the size of a large bucket, but just with the flap to make it in, and the straps, of course, to make it into the backpack style. So I know that I like the size of a large bucket. I don't know, maybe I will end up using this, or maybe I'll just admire it for a little while and then I'll sell it to somebody else who really wants it, but it's so pretty. I just couldn't say no to it. Okay, the last few things that I grabbed are littles. So first of all, this was really nice. I had been checking out and they were having to like adjust prices because their system just was not caught up to how they need to do things yet. So they were spending some time fixing discounts and making sure that all the clearance items were ringing up correctly. And while they were doing that, I was like, well, that gives me more time to browse. So I was looking at the tassels and I did end up grabbing a Picasso tassel because once these came out on the launch day and I got to see the pictures of them, I really liked the different textures and colors on them a lot more in the website photos than I did in the sneak peek photo. You just couldn't really tell like what colors they all were in the sneak peek. So this is the Picasso tassel in the jungle colorway. And it's, I think that this is clownfish. And then the darker green is cowboy mint. And then this shiny green is golden apple. And I think it's really pretty. So, I don't know, let me put it on my kangaroo. Oh, okay, this one was kind of hard to loop around itself, but there it is against boysenberry. It's really pretty. I thought this one would go with a lot of my bags, and I think it's really cute. So I ended up grabbing it. I added it on at the end, and the manager, I don't know exactly who it was at the register, but whoever it was working up there that was kind of like overseeing the ringing up process said that they were going to give it to me as a free gift. So that was really nice. I don't know if it was because I spent over a certain threshold or what, but they gifted this to me. So that was really, really sweet of them. And I mean, I already felt like I was getting a great deal on so many other things. So then for them to gift me something like that on top of it was just really nice. And I mean, those Picasso tassels are not super inexpensive. You know, I think if you buy them new, they're like 30 bucks. So yeah, that was just a very sweet gift and I really appreciated it. All right, I've got a few more littles. I'm just gonna grab them all and we'll kind of run through them. I grabbed a jumbo tassel. They had a bunch of different colors that are not available online right now. So this one is Seafoam, and it's so squishy and like loosey-goosey and noodly, and I just really liked it. So I know I like Seafoam, and this will look cute on a lot of my different colorful bags. So I grabbed this guy. I think that this was on sale for like 21 bucks, so not too bad. All right, and then they did have a few of the Breasties items in store. So I ended up getting a short keychain in Cosmo. And I got these because when I was shopping online earlier, I didn't go for anything except for the market tote because I knew that if I hesitated for even a moment and added something else to my cart, that market tote was going to jump out. So I grabbed the market tote and I checked out and I was done. So I was happy that they had some keychains and they had the other colors too, but I just got Cosmo because I really like Cosmo. And then any of the Breasties items that you bought in store came with a free ribbon flare. So I think the purple is for all gynecologic cancers. And then I also got this mini daisy in Calla Lily. So this is Calla Lily, you guys. And let me take this ribbon off. This one came with the green ribbon. And I think that green is maybe for pancreatic cancer. So I think the ribbons are really cute. I don't personally have, or I'm not a survivor of these different cancers, and I don't have anybody very near to me who is still living who survived any of these cancers. So I probably will be looking for someone to gift these to. So if you know somebody who uses a green ribbon for awareness or a purple ribbon, let me know down in the comments. And I probably will post this in the insiders group too, but these ribbons are really cute, but I want them to go to somebody who can use them and maybe somebody who missed out on the sale. Because as much as I love them and would love to represent them on my items, I just don't feel like I need it more than somebody else might. So yeah, let me know if you have a personal connection or know somebody who does. Okay, and then I got the mini daisy in Calla Lily. So here it is. I'm going to turn up the lights a little bit. I want you guys to really be able to see what this color looks like. Okay. So it's a very cool toned light pink, like a bubblegum pink. And I think it's coming across maybe a little more lavender on camera than it does in person. I don't know, it's hard to get it just right. But it's really pretty. It's a beautiful color. I'm really glad that I ended up going for my market tote in this color. I think it's a bag that I'm going to keep and cherish for a long time. I've never had a mini daisy before, so I'm excited to have this. And I've heard people say that they're really good for like their AirPods. I'm going to try to put mine in there now. Oh yeah. Okay, well I have my AirPods in a case. So if I didn't have that case on, it'd probably fit better, but it still fits. I like that. That's really adorable. So I'm glad that I got one of these. There were quite a few of these in store, and they had some of the other littles too. They had Orchid Daisy Pluses, and they had more of the keychains. They had a couple of Calla Lily full-size crossbodies in store. So, you know, if you're close by and you can make it over there before they sell out, you might be able to get your hands on one of the bags. They didn't have any of the market totes, and they had koalas in store, but I didn't see any of the pink ones. So that's what Calla Lily looks like. You saw it here first. Okay, the last item I got, This one's for me. I did get it for myself, but I may not end up keeping it. I might pass it along to somebody else who really wants it. But this is a Gordita in the color Rosso. So Rosso is a dry leather. It's like cowboy mint or cowboy blue, or I think anemone is similar to this one. It's shinier and smoother than like aqua or reef, but it's in the same leather family. And it's just really pretty. I like the different like swirls of color. The pull-up in it is really cool. And the only other Gordita that I have is Baja. And so that's a really squishy, stretchy one, but this is a smooth one. So I just thought I would get it and try it. And if it ends up not being my favorite item ever, I might pass it along to somebody else who loves Gorditas, because I know that there are a lot of collectors out there. So that's my last item. Okay, I'm not doing a recap because I would have to tell my mom and Trish to go away again, and you already saw it all. If you want to see it again, you can go back and rewatch it. So, what do you guys think? I hope that nobody's too mad at me for getting as much stuff as I did. Again, it's not all staying with me. I don't intend to resell any of this for like major profit. I just was really excited to have like hands-on access to things and to find these deals, and I just didn't want to pass up bags that I've been looking for that I might not be able to get in the near future. So that's what I got. If you know somebody who could use a green ribbon, I think this is made out of I think this is made out of green apple. So if you know someone who could use a green ribbon or a purple ribbon, let me know. And maybe we can get that person's info and get these off to them. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. What are your impressions based on the photos that you saw and my description of the environment? What item would you most like? Maybe let's refrain from in the comments talking about the gifts for my mom and Trish out loud, or like with the name of the item. You can talk about the item, but maybe in code so they don't know exactly what it is. But yeah, let me know what item is your favorite, which you would have picked up for yourself, what you guys think about the swapping out the boysenberry kangaroo for the chestnut kangaroo, or vice versa. Tell me what you think about this gopher Flair, please. I need to know what everybody else thinks. I think it's cute. I like it, but am I the only one who thinks that the gopher is cute? I don't know, maybe. Okay, that's where I'm going to cut it off today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I can't wait to go back to the store again and I'll probably go back somewhat regularly, just check out the sales, see what they've got. Oh, and I need your opinions too on the small versus the large circle bag for myself. I don't know, the little one is such a cutie. I might have to keep the small one and sell the large one. I don't know, let me know what you think. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you are enjoying my channel, hit that subscribe button, click the bell icon so that you get notified every time I post a new video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.